Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here and welcome back to another Cardano video. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss an update. What I do here is 100% Cardano content, and we have seen some extreme growth in the numbers on the channel as well as the ADA price lately. Today it's going to be a quick look at the ADA price, what the next levels are. They haven't really changed since Monday, but we will look at what has happened in the market since then. And I'm also going to show you a trade this morning that I put in that I almost blew my whole profits from the last 2 weeks. And the reason I'm going to show you that is because I want you guys to see how simple it is to make one mistake in the market and then blow all of your hard work from the last 2 weeks. Because I have been trading for a while, I was able to DCA the trade down and bring it back into profit. But hopefully you guys can learn from that as well. And don't forget to give the video a like, a share, and comments down below are really appreciated, as well as all delegations to my stake pool, Paul. So let's jump in. Okay, so now you can see here I am on the Bitcoin chart. Just to start briefly, Bitcoin is very much in an uptrend at the minute, and $50,000 per Bitcoin is not very far away at all. And with the Tesla announcement this week of buying $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, I think we're only getting started right now. Michael Saylor really pushed for this. He had his conference a few days ago as well, and I think the doors are really only starting to open up to companies now. So we will see some extremely parabolic moves with Bitcoin over the next few weeks, I think. Very, very exciting times to be in crypto. Now on to the Cardano price. And I'm starting here on the weekly chart just so that we can stand back for a second and just see the growth that has happened in the last 2 weeks. If I look at this, I suppose this isn't even 2 weeks fully because this week is only just getting started, but that's 150% growth in actually only a week and a half, even though they're weekly candles, because this second candle would be for this whole week. Incredible growth. Absolutely insane. Now, let's take a look at a little bit more short term. So when I done the video on Monday, I was talking about the 70-cent level was the next one that we had to break, and that once we broke it, I thought that between 70 and 90 cent, there wasn't really a lot in that area in terms of trading history. So we were around here, we were moving up nicely to test it, and then the Tesla announcement came out about the $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. The market started to shoot up for Bitcoin, and then all other coins started to tumble very quickly as Bitcoin was rising, and it was all within an hour, and then it stabilized and we were still in this trend. So it wicks out like this. When they just wick out and bounce straight back in, I don't really count them in terms of breaking the trend. Yesterday morning though, we did break out of it here. We tried to stay along it and we struggled along for a while. I was starting to think that maybe this upward moving trend was going to turn to a bit of resistance, but overnight, around midnight my time, we just shot back up into it here, and we are very much back into bull mode, aiming for that 93.5 cent mark. And it looks very much in sight for this week at the current rate. You couldn't even discount hitting it in the next day or two, the way that the market is currently moving. Will we get some pullbacks? We kind of have to get some sort of pullbacks on this. The questions are going to be, is it now too late to buy Cardano? If you are with the long-term mindset that I personally am, then it's not too late for me to buy Cardano, but I wouldn't be going all in at these prices. I'd be using a DCA method, so I'd be buying some at the current level and then putting lower orders in the market so that if the market starts to fall, you can buy up more to lower your entry price. And that's what saved me on my trade this morning after I FOMO'd in at too high a price. That's it for the ADAUSD. I don't want this video to go on too long, so that's where we are. Realistically, the same targets are the 93.5 cent on the upside. If we do get pullbacks, what we would really need to see is support around that 70 cent mark. So we haven't tested it as support yet. So until we test it, I can't say that it has gone from the strong resistance that it previously was into support. But right now, I'd be looking more on the upside than looking to the downside. ADABTC. So again, people knew I generally spend a lot of time on the ADA Bitcoin chart because in general, not counting the last week or two for ADA, generally Bitcoin is the one that leads the way with all cryptocurrencies. So what you want to see is whatever coin you are invested in, that coin is outperforming Bitcoin. And that's what we look for here with the ADA price against Bitcoin. So we can see, again, we are in a very strong uptrend here. We blew up past the 1600 sats level, which is this green one here. Up above it, we did test it here. And then we went back up. But when we came down this time, we failed to hold. Bounced down to the 1400. Again, held it here, which was good. Tested 1400 again. So very strong to see it being tested twice and holding up. Again, for me right now, the support on the ADABTC chart would be around this 1400 level. What we would like to see is 1600 being confirmed as the next level of support. So we would need to test it in order to do that. Test it and hold. Right now with the current sentiment that's in the market, it's very bullish. So I don't know if we're going to test it today. If another company comes out and announces that they are buying Bitcoin, we could see some dips on this chart. So again, depending on the size of the companies that do that, if we get big dips, 1400 is where we would like to hold. Ideally holding at 1600, but breaking that is not a huge deal once we hold the 1400. So that's us on the ADABTC chart. Okay, and let's just take a quick look at CoinGecko to see where we are. If I refresh this to see, we are coming up here at, we're just under 4 billion short of Tether right now. So again, it's still in around that 90 cent, 91 cent mark that would push us above Tether in terms of market cap. Okay, so I'm very briefly going to show you a trade that I put in this morning that will hopefully help you guys if this situation ever happens to you. So again, this is probably too much transparency, but again, I want this channel to be fully transparent for everyone watching. So looking over here, this is my Binance futures account. This is where I do leverage trading. Again, leverage trading is highly risky. If you are new to trading, do not even consider leverage trading. What leverage trading does is it amplifies your gains, but it also amplifies your losses. As I seen this morning in my trade, which I'm going to talk about, when I got up, I made one of the most basic errors when it comes to trading, and that is letting emotions come into trading. When you are trading, if you cannot keep emotions out of it, then it is not a good time to be in the market. So there was a bit of euphoria when I woke up and I seen that the ADA price had gone up 9-10 cent overnight. And then when I seen this candle here, I thought we were going for 90 cent. This was me looking on my phone without stepping back, looking at the charts properly. So I entered a trade up here. I entered not my full account. I entered a position here. What I always do is put in a portion of my account so that if something goes wrong, I can DCA in, and DCA is where you put in lower buy orders in the market. So I put it in up here. You can see down here, 79,200. Okay, so the numbers here may look big as well, but just remember that I'm using leverage trading. So that means that all of my position sizes are multiplied by 10. So that means that the gains are multiplied by 10, but so are the losses. So movements in the market mean a lot more when you're on leverage. So as I entered up here, I then had to enter more and more trades down here to pull down my entry price. So you can see this green dotted line here. This is my current entry price. So this trade is in profit at the minute, and I have actually closed some of it out because as I was falling down here, I was entering more and more into the trade to pull my price down. And then as soon as we got back into profit here, I closed out a portion of this trade because for me, the amount of risk on the table was too much. Now, when I started to record this video, this was in a very, very nice profit. And if I wasn't recording the video, I probably would have closed out this trade already. But considering the losses that the account was in, the unrealized loss, so I hadn't closed the trade, the unrealized loss when I was down here was substantially higher than the gain was up here. So at the minute, I'm very happy in this trade. I am going to keep watching it for the next hour or two and see where it goes. I think potentially there still is that push for the 90 cent. I did have a take profit of 86 cent on this trade. Whether we get there, whether I close it before then, I don't know, but I will keep you guys posted. So I hope this has been a help, gives you guys an idea on the price. Also with my mistakes here, I hope you learn from them. And realistically, the only thing that saved me in this trade was that I didn't panic once I was in, and because I have been trading for a while, I was able to DCA down my price and get this trade back into profit. So thanks for watching, guys. Give the video a like, give it a share, and do not forget to hit subscribe. There's a lot more videos coming this week and over the next few weeks on Cardano. So thanks for watching, guys, and if you're staking, make sure you consider my own stake pool, Paul. Thank you.